Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we will be covering the topic land transport of your class 12 geography chapter 7 transport and communication from the book Fundamentals of Human Geography. So most of the movement of goods and services takes place over the land. So transporting things like food, clothes, machines, these all are goods, right? And talking about the services, so services will include people helping in work, so that are the services, that is a part of the service. So all of these things happens on land, not in air or water, right? In early days, that means in the ancient days, humans themselves were carriers. Now people used to carry goods themselves in the ancient times. They would carry goods on their heads, backs or shoulders. There were no vehicles. Okay. Now here an example is given where a bride, she's been carried on a palanquin. So palanquin is basically a decorated box and which has a seat, and there are 4 people. These 4 people are called kahars in North India. So they would carry this box on their shoulders, and this was a mode of transport which was important for people at that time, जिसको हम पलकिया डोली भी बोलते हैं. Now if you watch any Bollywood royal wedding scene like in Jodha Akbar or Padmavat, there the bride enters in a palki. Later animals were used as beasts of burden. So beasts of burden means that animal used to carry heavy loads. So like for example, a donkey is carrying bricks at a construction site, or a camel carrying goods in a desert. Now if we compare it to the modern time right now, we have trucks, but people still use mules in hilly areas like Himachal Pradesh to carry goods to the areas with no roads. So first we have talked about that mostly what happened, that the goods and services, the transportation of these goods and services takes place over the land. Earlier it was just the human beings who used to do this. Later on we use animals also as a part to carry the villages or difficult terrains. Animals still carry cargo, which is the goods, because vehicles can't go there. Okay, mountainous areas में especially जहाँ पर roads बहुत we are not able to construct the roads, वहाँ पर still the animals, they carry goods. Now for example in Ladakh, mules carry gas cylinders and school supplies up to the remote schools. Camels are used in Rajasthan deserts to transport water. But if you see, with the invention of the wheel, the use of the carts and wagons became important. So once when the humans, they invented the wheel, which is one of the greatest inventions ever, they started making carts, which is 2 wheels, and wagons, which are 4 wheels, which used to carry the goods and people. So your bullock carts, they are still seen in Indian villages. So this is one of the major inventions. Then came the revolution in transport, which was after the invention of the steam engine. Revolution in transport means a big change or a game changer in how we move people and goods. What is steam engine? Steam engine is basically this powered the first trains and steamships. So the first trains ran on steam. Steam, that is, the coal was burnt to heat water and create steam, which moved the train. So the first public railway line was opened in 1825 between Stockton and Darlington in northern England. This is the first real railway for the public. Before this, trains were mostly for mines. So the engine was called locomotion number 1, and you can still see its replica in the railway museums. And after that, once the train started, they spread rapidly in Europe, India, America. People could now travel long distances quickly and cheaply, because then railways became the most popular and fastest form of transport. Earlier, traveling from Delhi to Kolkata took weeks on bullock carts, but trains, it reduced this to a few weeks. And it opened up continental interiors for commercial gain farming, mining and manufacturing in USA. Means that all these trains helped explore and develop interior regions. Interior regions, which are basically the areas far from the coast of America, फॉर द फार्मिंग पर्पस, माइनिंग एंड फैक्ट्रीज. ठीक है. सो देयर वर ह्यूज फार्म्स इन Kansas and Texas. They started sending wheat to cities via trains. The gold rush areas got developed due to train access. मतलब कि बिकॉज ऑफ द रेलवेज जो कॉन्टिनेंटल इंटीरियर्स थे. नाउ कॉन्टिनेंटल इंटीरियर्स हो गए. फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज़ अ कंट्री, यहाँ पे इसके वाटर है या कोस्ट है, तो जो बीच वाला पार्ट है दिस इज़ द कॉन्टिनेंटल इंटीरियर जो कि अवे है फ्रॉम द कोस्ट. तो रेलवे ने इस चीज़ को खोला किस चीज़ के लिए? फॉर द कमर्शियल ग्रेन फार्मिंग, कि दे कुड अर्न सम प्रॉफिट. नाउ द इन्वेंशन ऑफ इंटरनल कंबशन इंजन. Internal combustion engine is basically the engine which is found in modern cars and bikes. This particular thing revolutionized road transport in terms of road quality and vehicles flying over them. Flying is traveling over them. So when petrol, diesel engines were invented, cars and trucks became common, and so the roads also improved. So from bullock carts we see Maruti 800, then we see SUVs and trucks on highways. Among the newer developments in land transportation are pipelines, ropeways and cableways. So even the liquids and heavy materials are moved without vehicles. So pipelines we use it for the transportation of oil, water, gas. Ropeways जैसे आपने देखा होगा मनाली में और मसूरी में, you set in a hanging cable. There are cableways which are used to carry goods across rivers and mountains. जो भी liquid होते हैं like आपका mineral oil, water, sludge. Sludge is basically the thick waste from factories or sewers. And sewers are transported by pipelines. तो pipelines क्या होती है? They are long underground metal tubes, long है, और underground they are built metallic tubes है which carry this liquid safely and quickly. Okay, the great freight carriers are the railways, ocean vessels, barges, boats and motor trucks and pipelines. अब freight क्या होता है? Freight is basically the goods which are carried in bulk. ठीक है, freight are the goods carried in बल्क. यहाँ पर हम गुड्स की बात कर रहे हैं, नॉट दी पैसेंजर्स. तो इन सब चीज़ों को कैरी करने के लिए जो टॉप कैरियर्स हैं वो रेलवेज हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल फॉर ग्रेन्स एंड सीमेंट, शिप्स विच आर योर वेसल्स एंड जिसको हम बार्जेस भी बोलते हैं फॉर इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड. देन यू हैव योर ट्रक्स फॉर लोकल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, पाइपलाइंस फॉर ऑयल, वाटर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ट्रक्स डिलीवर गुड्स फ्रॉम Amazon वेयर हाउस टू योर होम, बट दोज गुड्स वर फर्स्ट केम बाय शिप और ट्रेन. तो इन जनरल जो ओल्ड और एलिमेंट्री फॉर्म्स थे लाइक ह्यूमन पॉटर, पैक एनिमल कार्ट और वेगन आर दी मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव मीन्स. जो ओल्ड मेथड्स थे लाइक ह्यूमन कैरिंग और एनिमल कार्ट्स, दीज ऑल आर स्लो एंड नीड मैनुअल लेबर एंड द कॉस्ट इज ऑल्सो मोर पर केजी. ये एक्सपेंसिव क्यों है? एक्सपेंसिव इसलिए है बिकॉज दे आर टाइम कंज्यूमिंग ऑफ कोर्स. देन द कैपेसिटी इज़ लो टू कैरी द अमाउंट ऑफ गुड्स, and of course you need food for the human being or for the animal and care. So because of these reasons these are expensive. Like if you hire 2 people to carry water 5 kilometer versus you send it through a pipe, it's obvious the pipe is cheaper over time. Okay, so yes, they are important in supplementing modern channels and carriers which penetrate in large countries. अब यहाँ पे कुछ बात की जा रही है इस बॉक्स में अबाउट पैक एनिमल्स. सो पैक एनिमल्स में हॉर्सेस जो होते हैं they are used as a draught animal even in the western countries. तो horses are used to pull carts in the villages. फिर आपके dogs और reindeers हो गए जिसको हम नॉर्थ अमेरिका में यूज़ करते हैं to pull sledges in snowy regions. Then आपके mules हो जाते हैं which are used in the mountainous regions where roads are narrow. Camels used in deserts for carrying loads, and bullocks which are used in India to pull carts especially in villages. Ladakh में you are going to find yaks which are used to carry loads, and snowy canyon में dog sledding is even a sport. तो इन शॉर्ट हमने यहाँ पर क्या पढ़ा है? इन शॉर्ट हमने पढ़ा है सबसे पहले तो अर्ली ट्रांसपोर्ट. अर्ली ट्रांसपोर्ट में क्या था कि हमारे जो ह्यूमन बींग्स होते थे वो गुड्स कैरी करते थे, और हम इवन एनिमल्स को भी यूज़ करते थे लाइक बुलक्स हो गए, हॉर्स हो गए, कैमल्स हो गए टू कैरी द मटीरियल. इसके बाद क्या होता है? इसके बाद होती है इन्वेंशन ऑफ व्हील. इसके बाद व्हील का इन्वेंशन होता है. व्हील के बाद इन्वेंशन होता है स्टीम इंजन का. स्टीम इंजन के बाद इन्वेंशन होता है आपका इंटरनल कंबशन इंजन. राइट, इंटरनल कंबशन इंजन. तो जब व्हील इन्वेंट होता है तो इससे हम कार्ट्स और वेगन्स बना पाते हैं. जब स्टीम इंजन इन्वेंट होता है विच इज़ इन 1800s, तो यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं कि 1825 में फर्स्ट पब्लिक रेलवे लाइन स्टार्ट हो गई थी. ग्लोबल रेवोल्यूशन आया था इंटरनल कंबशन इंजन की वजह से. हमारे को वी वर एबल टू सी द कार्स, ट्रक्स एंड इम्प्रूव्ड रोड्स. इसके बाद we see the new methods. In these new methods we have saw how pipelines are used to transport the oil, water, sludge, and how the ropeways they are used, how the cableways they are used. So these were few new methods that we talked about. After that we talked about the modern freight options. Modern freight options, in which we talked about the railways, the trucks, ships, pipelines, and then again we once again revised about the traditional methods, in which the human porters, the pack animals, which are now expensive and limited. So that is in short what we have read in this particular topic. That is all for this video. I hope you get to know about the topic, and thank you.